Hello y'all, welcome to part 3 of my Italy playthrough in Hearts of Iron 4. In part 2 we occupied Albania and we invaded Iraq, and we also intervened in the Spanish Civil War, sort of. We sent volunteers into Iberia on the side of nationalist Spain. Among other things, also on top of everything else, China had Chiang Kai-shek executed. He got executed somehow. Now Wang Jingwei is leading China, and he's fighting Japan and all of its allies, as well as communist China. And any other wars going on, that seems to be it, I think. So we have a research slot available. Let's go for magnetic detonator and the naval part of the tech tree. We have 5 research slots due to the fact we completed the focus extra research slot in the focus tree. Currently, as far as focuses go, we are doing befriend Bulgaria. We have an operative building up an intel network in France. That's being done. So let's unpause now. We have, and also in part 2, I forgot to mention, Germany did the Anschluss, so now Austria is part of the German Reich. And at the moment, we're currently trying to build up our army. We have 4 armies in total, well, technically 5. We have volunteers in Spain. We have 1 army watching the French border, 1 army watching the Yugoslavian border, 1 army keeping an eye on North Africa, and we're also going to have a 4th army watching East Africa. Hopefully, at some point, we will have a 5th and 6th army watching the Germans, and an army to defend Albania in case we ever go to war against Yugoslavia and Greece. We may just have to end up transferring military forces when we need to. If war comes, that's generally how that works anyway. Let's push out the anarchists in Barcelona. And anarchists are nearly dead, so are the Carlist nationalist Spain, will soon win the Spanish Civil War. Our volunteers in Spain consist of the two infantry divisions and a tank division using tankettes. So that's what's going on there. They have L335s. That's what they're doing. 2 divisions are available here. Let's form a 5th army. Can we do that, please? Where are they at? Army Group 1. Army Group 1. We're going to form a new army. Put them in army. Will be Army 5. We have a field marshal. Let's just get a new commander. Angio Baldassara. I think that's Italo. That's the Barcelona guy. A few of the generic Italian commanders are, well, all the generic portraits in this game are, of course, someone. And the Italians in Hearts of Iron 4 have John Barcelona as a generic commander. And the big thing about him is that he was a U.S. Marine. I'm not sure if that's him. I know the Italians also have, who is it? Julius Evola as a generic commander portrait. And we have some colonial divisions already. They're going to be transferred to the 4th Army, which is being led by Italo Bobo, who's in East Africa. We're watching Sudan and Kenya down there. They may also have to watch out for French Somaliland and British Somaliland, because the British, the Allies, they did form the Allies. The French and British are the Allies. They do have land and ports in Somaliland. Research slot available. Let's do more stuff in the naval part of the tech tree. Let's complete passive sonar, modify officer corps for the Navy. Let's do spirit of the Navy. Let's have destroyers are the future. Let's do not global presence. Let's do naval refit yards, and they'll be better at refitting ships and repairing them in case they need to be repaired or upgraded. We have some civilian factories ready. Let's make more in Italy. Once it hits 1939, we're going to make nothing but military factories. Modify officer corps. Let's have a theorist. We were going to get a grand battle plan. Let's get a grand battle plan theorist, Rodolfo Grazzani, once we're ready to do so. What do we need for that? We need 150 political power. Currently, we have like 110, so let's wait there. And the war in Spain is still going on. It's nearly over. The Carlists have been surrounded, and anarchists are essentially stuck in Barcelona. We just finished a research there for a shell relating to ships. Now let's do the armor-piercing capped shell. And that will give our heavy attack and heavy piercing for our heavy vessels more damage. And communist China took a stay from Shanxi in China. The anarchists are beaten. They've been annexed. And the Spanish Civil War will soon be over. And so the communist China have been... Oh, Shanxi Yansi. I think Shanxi was helping China, but they got beaten, so they've been annexed. Well, they lost some land to Communist China, but they also became a puppet of Japan. So that's another front for China to fight on. A wider front, in fact. And that's going on in Asia at this moment in 1938. Modify Officer Corps. No, not do that just yet. Firefighting drills is done. And can we get a new company research, maybe, for support companies? Let's get Recon Company. We'll do that. We may have to get some stuff. Okay, we did befriend Bulgaria. The Sraji movement gains, makes gains in provincial elections. That's going on in India, I think. And yeah, I think the India won't self-rule. The British don't like that because obviously the British Raj is a puppet of the United Kingdom. It's a colony of the British, so independent rule for them in India might not be what they want to happen. And in the focus tree, let's complete Pact of Steel and try to become allies with the German Reich, led by Adolf Hitler. They've been doing the pretty historical route, and so modify Officer Corps, don't worry about that, just close out that for now, don't worry about notifications for that from the time being. And we have a few divisions being trained, seven standard infantry divisions and 5 colonial divisions. And once they're ready, those colonial divisions will be sent to East Africa, and the other ones will be sent up to maybe, they'll be sent over to watch the borders in Albania with Yugoslavia and Italy. Most likely Yugoslavia. We have divisions ready, one unassigned division. Let's send them to East Africa. There they're going to go to East Africa, be a unit under General Italia Bobo. And we have a non-aggression pact offer from Bulgaria. Let's say yes, that is done. And can we send our operative to Bulgaria? We have one operative. Let's send them over there. Send them to Bulgaria. Can we actually boost our propaganda? Yeah, let's do boost ideology. Okay, actually no, we need to build up a research, intel network, I mean. Speaking of intelligence agencies, can we build anything here for our intelligence agencies? We have the civilian factories to do it, honestly, I'd say. So let's do maybe cryptology department. No, let's do psychological warfare to help our operatives do better at boosting ideology popularity. We want to boost ideology of fascism wherever our operatives are located. And the Spanish Civil War is over. Nationalist victory in the Spanish Civil War. So that's done. Our side, the horse we backed won, so to speak. And that's done. And we were getting some military EXP from that. Let's stop that land lease now. We don't need to do it no more. Cancel that. No more land lease. That's going to be gone now. So no more supplies are going to be sent to the Spanish since they're done with their Civil War. And yeah, no more land lease coming from us at this point. Our volunteers are going to be transferred back home. And let's assign this division here to East Africa. Down they go. To East Africa. To Ethiopia, Eritrea, Somalia, all that. Modify government. Now in the Officer Corps, let's get a theorist. Let's get Rodolfo Grozani, and that'll make it easier for us to research parts of the Grand Battle Plan Doctrine. We have our volunteers back from Spain, and they're led by Giovanni Messi. Send these forces to Albania to watch Yugoslavia. And let's transfer Giovanni Messi to lead the First Army, which he had been leading until he was sent to Spain. Ubaldo Sodo is going to now lead the troops in Albania. He had been leading the First Army mainly as like a placeholder for the time being until Giovanni Messi got back. He was just a substitute. And how's the research, the focus tree going? We're going to have our Pact of Steel in a few months, about a month. Send some more troops to East Africa. We have a few armies exercising. Let's step that up and have the entire military exercise. We already have had the Navy exercising. Now we just need the new armies we've been deploying and moving around exercise themselves. Except for we're going to call this the 6th. No, not the 6th. Okay, we have the 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th. Now we have the 6th Army. We're going to call them the 6th Army. So Army 6. Just, yeah, simply Army 6. They're called Army 6, although I refer to all of them as just the numbered in the army. Anyway, Bulgaria approaches the German Reich. They only seek Adolf Hitler's protection. And that might benefit us if we become allies with the German Reich. Bulgaria may become allies with us as well. We already have a non-aggression pact with them and everything. Research slot available. We just did passive sonar. Now let's do separate fire mains and doctrines available. Let's complete let's get a grand battle plan. Max planning is going to be higher. And daily command power gain is going to be higher, I think, as well, or no? Is that 0? Whatever. Okay. So that's done. Psychological warfare is done for our intelligence agency. Let's also complete that again. Can we get more psychological warfare? No, we cannot. Or can we? No, the upgrade is done. Let's get localized, what is it? Localized training centers complete. And that will help our operatives out. Can he start using boost ideology? Yes, he can, I think, because we have an intel network in parts of Bulgaria. That's going to be done. Hopefully we can get a second operative. Mexico had a civil war earlier on, and Mexico won. They beat the Mexican junta, who was fascist. The non-aligned side of the Civil War won. And that's what happened in the Americas. It's been pretty quiet over there besides that. And it's currently June 1938. We're doing the Pact of Steel. And what else can we do? We can't really expand at this time because the Allies will most likely guarantee anyone if we fight against. We do have Italian Central Africa and Al-Mathal and Iraq as our puppets, but beyond that, we would like to expand it more into the Middle East, but due to high world tension, it's probably not going to be able to happen. And who's guaranteed the largest amount of world tension? It was Germany with the Anschluss, I think. And how's that war in China going? China is losing ground to the communists as well as Japan. Did they give military access to communist China or something? Or no, they're part of the Greater East Asian Co-Prosperity Spirit. That is what's going on in China. The communists are working with the Japanese, who together are invading China. But I think, honestly, if they manage to beat all of China, communist China is going to emerge very strong out of that. They started off very small, and since they have cores on all of China, I'm pretty sure they're going to come out the victor in that grand war as a whole. Research slot available. Let's do MAB 38, the new military technology from 1939. It will take a while, but it will be done. Localized training center is complete. Quit India movement. Netherlands maintains trade neutrality. Alright, Pact of Steel is done. Now in the focus tree, let's do treaty with Germany. That's going to be done. We're not going to do any war with Greece for now. And let's see here. Okay, invite to faction. Let's join the Axis. That is done. Mussolini is now part of the Axis. Move these troops from our borders with the Germans and send them down to the borders of... Fifth Army is going to be destroyed, essentially. Well, disbanded or not. Yeah, let's send them all down to Albania, because we don't have to worry about our borders with the Germans anymore, since they are our allies. They're also moving their units away from our borders we had, and we just completed some national spirit has wore off. It was a Yugoslavian aircraft purchase. Yugoslavia wanted to expand their air force, so that's what happened there. So move these units down here. That's done. Some new divisions have been made. Send them to Albania, and that army there, the 5th Army, is doing exercises. Or no, let's add a couple divisions to the 1st Army. Give them a tank division and give them one of our one of our more experienced divisions that has veteran troops. And what are they doing currently? They're watching the border up here. What orders do they even have? They should just be exercising. Should they not? Yeah, let's do exercise with them. They're going to do exercises now. We're going to try to get all of our army regular. Oh no, something big has happened. Kingdom of Romania joined Czechoslovakia. The Romantian Kingdom of Poland declared war on Czechoslovakia. And yeah, Romantian Kingdom of Poland, led by a fascist Cossack king. They are fighting all of the Czech Entente, which consists of Yugoslavia, Romania, and Czechoslovakia. So Yugoslavia, Romania, and Czechoslovakia are all fighting Poland together. We could use this as an opportunity to attack Yugoslavia. We will probably do that. Take claim state, take Dalmatia. Let's do that and get our units together. Stop doing your training for now. Get this army here. Done. Okay, to no longer be doing that. Let's move this army from the French border down to Albania. Yeah, we'll do that. Send them down to Albania. And they're going to gather up and attack the Yugoslavians. Let's add these units to our army group. All the armies we have so far. That's going to be one field marshal now over charge of everything. Rodolfo Graziani will be in charge of all of our divisions, essentially, as a field marshal. Free dockyards, let's do that. Send them to build more of the littoral class heavy ships, heavy ship hulls or whatever. I think they're cruisers or heavy cruisers. I don't know for sure. Free dockyards still. Oh my goodness, that's a lot of free dockyards. Put one on another heavy ship hull. The, what is it? The Conti da Cavour class. That's done. And let's stop the training for all of our divisions currently. And we may just, yeah, let's just stop doing exercises for now. And keep an eye. Okay, the Kingdom of Hungary, join the Axis. We are going to invade Yugoslavia, so let's set up a battle plan here, offensive plan to push into Yugoslavia from Italy, from Istria, Istria. And let's set up these divisions here to push into... How's that army doing? What's that? Okay, yeah, they're moving down there. Let's give these guys a different color for their army so we don't confuse them, give them green. Okay, so this second army is going to be in position to push into Yugoslavia from the south, who I imagine is going to be a little busy with their war with Poland, along with Romania and Czechoslovakia, who is their allies. We might get Poland as a member of the Axis out of all this if Germany chooses to join in our war. We could invite them, honestly, or we could go to grab everything. We may wait to call them in after we beat Yugoslavia and Romania. We'll call on the Germans once we fight Czechoslovakia. We may do that if this war proves to go well for us, perhaps. So let's get the division here, have a battle line drawn. That's all done, and they're going to be all activated for that fun stuff. And here comes the second army that's moving to Albania. Let's keep all of our units in North Africa just in case something occurs. Transfer these divisions from Italian Central Arabia, repressed forces. They're going to become part of our army in East Africa. There we go. And actually, they should just watch. Let's send them to watch British Somaliland. They'll do that. 3 divisions are going to look after that. We may inevitably fight with the Allies because Germany, the German Reich, wants to fight France, and France is part of the Allies. At least if we get an early victory against the Czech Entente, well, victory in general, we'll have most of Europe with us in a war, have some puppets with us as well, and plus Italy will make up for their mutilated victory they got in World War I. So, does Iraq have any divisions we could request, maybe? Do they? No, they do not. Just Central Arabia does at this time. But his army is here. Our units are getting ready in Albania. And when is this war going to be ready to go? October 1938. It is July this time, so we have a few months. Actually, let's move some divisions from North Africa up north. Just put them in a different army. Army 6, Gibaldo Soto is going to watch this area here. 4 divisions in... What's this? This is Zara. Just defend Zara with those 4 divisions. Transfer them there. Let's build some more close air support. Maybe no, let's get some more guns put together. Stop doing naval exercises. Stop also doing pilot exercises. The military needs to be on standby here. Those divisions are going to be ready. Those planes. Let's move them up to Veneto and move them into, maybe send some squadrons to Albania. At least a few of them, anyway. So that's a few there. 3 squadrons there, and they're going to be able to attack Albania very soon once they stop doing... Well, they'll be in a position to attack Yugoslavia. Stop the pilot exercises, please. Send another squadron or 2 or 1 down to Albania. Let's do that. Let's also expand the... Expand the air base we have in Venice. Click to build air base. No. Okay, actually, yeah, let's move this up the priority list. I could have used a shortcut there to move it up to the priority list from the get-go, but I forgot it. And now we're going to have that done. Let's have our planes ready to strike on Yugoslavia for when the war begins immediately. We have more than 500 close air support planes going in and 320 fighters. We have more fighters we can produce. Yes, let's put them in Italy for now, in Tuscany, an air base there. These are going to be the reserve. They'll probably move to that air base we have in... Air base we have in... Where are these guys at? Okay, they're in Tuscany. Oh, these planes in Albania. Okay, fix that. These planes in Tuscany are going to move to Venice once the air base expansion is done in Venice. Once that's done. So we've got to wait until October for the war to begin. Let's move our Navy here. Have them doing patrol in the Adriatic Sea, because there will be a naval invasion there. We have to abort a task about repairing. We're going to have patrol in Albania. Not Albania. Patrol in the Adriatic Sea. Where's our Navy at now? They moved. Okay, they're moving to the Sign region. No. Cancel that order. Cancel that. Just patrol the Adriatic Sea. Do that. They're going to be doing that now. And we have our entire Navy there. 156 ships of the Italian Navy. The Regina Marina, I think it's called. We have 3 divisions trained. They're going to be deployed. Send them off to maybe Albania. Let's send them to Zara. We'll try to push from Zara if we can pull it off. Army 6 will be ready to go. the fight against 3 Yugoslavian divisions once the war commences. And I'm sure all this deploying, we have colonial divisions, send them to Zara as well. I'm sure the Yugoslavians are pretty spread out, watching Hungary and helping out the Czechoslovaks and Romanians in the war with Poland. And Poland is pushing, they're trying to push, but they're not getting very far. They did get Eastern Slovakia technically under their control. Not all of it, though. 2 more divisions already, send them to Albania. And then we're backing up Army number 5 there, the 5th Army of Italy. And our war will begin. It will commence next month. Well, no, 2 months. It is August. We gotta wait for it. Get through September. Let's get in the infantry focus part of the technology tree now. Let's do special forces. Complete that part of the tech tree. That will be done. And our treaty with Germany focus is nearly complete. From that, we will get, if they approve of the agreement, we will get a bonus for synthetic resources and a research bonus for armor technology. Unassigned divisions, send these guys to Zara. And just, these units would ordinarily go to East Africa, but due to the priority of us needing to have as many divisions as possible available, 4th International has been formed, or they had a 4th International, whatever. We need as many divisions as possible that aren't going to be held up anywhere else to push into Yugoslavia once that war commences. We have 1 million manpower at this point. That is a lot of manpower. Let's get another armored division trained. And Estonia joined the Czech Entente. Why? The Munich Dictate has taken place. Burgundian Kingdom has joined. They have declared war on Estonia. That's why. And what is Czechoslovakia going to do? The Munich Dictate has taken place. And so Czechoslovakia is going to get attacked very soon. There we are. Yeah, there's the war. And let's join in their war. Join your war. Let's go help them. They will accept. And that might start our war early. Hungary renounces the Treaty of Trianon, and they accepted us into the war. Are we fighting against Yugoslavia now? Yes, we are. Let's go. Let's go. Send in all the troops. We have close air support already in the air. All of our divisions are pushing now from Albania and everywhere else. We hope to overwhelm the Yugoslavian defenders so we get Dalmatia and all that done. Okay, the Italian-German technology treaty has been accepted. As we expected, the Germans were delighted to draw up a series of exchanges for technology. It's clear that new winds are blowing in Europe, and Italy is now a step closer to reclaiming its former glory. But once we defeat Yugoslavia, we will also be one step closer. We will need to get Dalmatia, and where else? Let's get, what do we have a core on here? We have Slovenia, I think, let me check. We had claims, Slovenia and Dalmatia, that's what we're going to get. Now let's do German military cooperation and our focus tree to get the German military cooperation national spirit, and that will give us a national spirit that will stop, well, make it easier for us to get air doctrines and land doctrines, but that's going to be done. More airplanes can be deployed. The United States is pursuing interventionist policies. Oh no. And, well, that could be a concern for us, but it isn't right now, so who cares? Get more divisions with more planes transferred up to Venice we had in Tuscany. They'll be useful for fighting, for air superiority, and for close air support. There they are. War is going relatively well. We're pushing from, what is it, Istria. The troops in Zara are having some problems, but they are expanding outward. And Albania, the troops we have there are trying to break through. The 5th and the 2nd Army are trying. Modified government. Now let's get another political advisor. We have 2 already. Let's get war industrialist. Our units are moving into Yugoslavia. There we are. I think there's going to be a German puppet of Croatia that will pop up very soon if the Germans choose to have that happen. Our units have broken out from Zara for the most part, and let's just move on. Belgrade. We got to get to Belgrade. That's where we need to go. Get to Belgrade. We're taking over Montenegro, and we're trying to stretch out the enemy's line so they have to be stressed, and they have to be pressured so they won't be able to pull any troops to save their men. Let's try to cut off these troops at Mostar to get an encirclement going. May get it pulled off, actually. And the Italian advance is nearly complete. We are overwhelming the Yugoslavian troops, the Yugoslavian divisions. And let's take more of these places. We gotta get Nis now. Okay, they've capitulated. Never mind, Yugoslavia's capitulated. Let's combine all of these armies together and march on, what is it? Let's take these, get rid of that. Let's just form one massive line and march into, no, let's get this army here. What are they doing? Okay, they have a line there. I think they did. Cancel out orders there. Just the 3rd Army and the 4th Army will have battle lines at this point. Let's get all of our units, with the exception of the 6th Army. They're going to deal with these encircled troops right here and below Hungary. Did Hungary join our faction? Yes, they did. Let's push in with these 3 armies here, or 4 armies actually. They're going to push in from what we control in Yugoslavia. Once I get the order ready, And we're going to push in there. And we're going to move in on Romania with the goal of taking Bucharest and ultimately trying to make Romania our puppet for the sake of Italy's growing might. And these encircled Romanian troops are going to be destroyed. The Yugoslavian divisions don't really exist anymore, cause of their defeat. Let's get the units in position here for the battle with Romania at this point. Start the attack now. There we go. The aggressive operation has begun. The Italians are moving into Romania. There they go. And it seems that Czechoslovakia is being hit on 3 sides. In the north from the Marmontian Kingdom from Poland. Have they joined the Axis yet? No, they have not. German Reich may try to invade them. If they do, I don't think Poland will have any allies. It did beat Estonia, though. But Czechoslovakia is being attacked from the north by the Polish, from the west by the Germans, and from the south by the Hungarians. We're not really involved there. We have another division from, who was it, Saudi Arabia, well, Central Arabia. Send them to East Africa. That's going to be done. Non-aggression pact from Poland. Don't worry about it. Ignore it. Research slot available. Let's get the Fiat AB611 armored car tech researched. And I think the Romanians are pretty spread out already, so our invasion starting should be a pretty simple one, because they're going to be very spread out. And we're pushing very hard on Bucharest at this point. Here comes the Italian forces of the 5th Army. The Italian 5th Army is moving there, moving the 2nd Army. Czechoslovakia has capitulated. War is over. Let's at least get what we have cores on and puppet everything else, if possible. Get Dalmatia, get Slovenia, in turn first. In turn, get Slovenia, done. Now let's puppet people. Let's just puppet as much as we can. Puppet everything as possible. Can we puppet? No. Can we puppet? We may need resources. Let's actually get more. Let's take over Herzegovina and Montenegro. At least get Herzegovina. No, get Montenegro for resources. And here we can satellite Serbia. Let's wait, though. We need more, what is it? We need more score. More score, so let's now, actually no, we could puppet all of their land. Yeah, let's just do that. We'll do that. Stop there. Let's puppet all of the, can we take this land up here? Yes, we are. Take that. We want to stop Poland and Germany from taking everything. Let's take that. Let's puppet, who we puppet? Let's puppet, no, that ain't gonna work. Take Carpathian Lithuania. Who has a claim on that? Nobody does. We'll just have to give that to Hungary. We're not going to do that, though. So let's just take this land we have up here, Bessarabia, get all that under our control, technically. That's done. And I think the Germans have puppeted Czechoslovakia. Yeah, they did. So let's pass here. And our allies, who is this? Who's getting that? I don't know who's getting that. Oh, they're trying to take that, I think the Germans are. And they puppeted Ukraine, and they're going to have one province, one state, I mean. Let's puppet now. Who can we puppet? We need to puppet Romania. Really, we need to do that. Or did they puppet them already? Did they puppet Romania already? They could have done that. Oh, they are puppeting Romania. Okay, so yeah, don't worry about Romania anymore. Keep up on that there. We're not going to get them as a puppet. Let's puppet Yugoslavia, though. Try to. If the Germans don't keep taking over everything. Puppet Czechoslovakia. Wait, pass. Pass again. And can we puppet everything there nearly? Pass one more time. We have the most war score at this point. Yeah, puppets what's left of Yugoslavia. That's going to end turn there, and that's done with the peace conference. The Czech Entente has been destroyed. War tension has gone up to 74% in Xinjiang. Xinjiang has joined the Comintern, led by the Soviet Union. Czech Entente is dead. The Bohemian Empire now exists. So the Bohemian Empire is not much of an empire, to be honest. And so we control this? Do we have this? No, we don't. Yeah, the Bohemian Empire is pretty spread out. They just have, they have Southern Slovakia and Carpathian Ruthenia. And also, on top of everything else, even though we took this, we're going to have to return it. Can we puppet anything? Can we release a puppet at all? Release. Who do we have? Do we have Transylvania? Can we release Transylvania, Moldavia, Moldova? We'll do that. Bessarabia, and release who? Transylvania. Okay, that fixes the borders up a little bit. They look a little strange. And whose land is this? Oh, we control Bukovina. Let's just give that to Romania. We'll just do that to them. Hand them that off. Get that piece of land, give them to them to fix up the borders. And so, out of all that, Bohemian Empire is a puppet of Germany. So is the Reich Commissariat Ukraine, which includes only this southern Bessarabia. Moldova is a puppet. Bessarabia is a puppet of Italy. That's us. So is Legionary Transylvania. And so is Radicania Yugoslavia. Yugoslavia is our puppet now. They lost Dalmatia, they lost Slovenia, and they lost Montenegro, but they are a puppet of Italy now. And yeah, so Germany got 3 puppets. Well, no, they got 3 puppets, and we got 3 puppets. That's how the war went, and I think Poland just took some land. And I'm going to end part 3 here. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to like and subscribe. Part 4 will be on its way.